Thanks, Sally. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy Healthy Thursday. As we are ready in the first week of March. My gosh, time flies. So we have a very exciting agenda today. We're going to do something a little bit different with some Zoom breakout rooms. So looking forward to that on some various topics. We have a great presenter as well on Chris Powell today. So we'll have that. And Sherry, I will turn it briefly over to you to say welcome and anything from my co-host, co-chair on this committee.
I mean, that was such a fabulous start to the meeting. I don't know if I have much to add to it, but good morning, everybody. We're happy that you're here. And we are excited to try this new breakout so we can move forward on some of our areas that we want to get going and moving. So thank you for being with us this morning.
All right, thanks, Sherry. And Sally, anything from the chamber side before we get going?
No, let's do some introductions so our presenter knows who is in the room. So if you want, I'll go around and have everybody just unmute quickly, introduce yourself. Just a quick who you are and what organization you represent. We'll start with Karen.
Karen Stegenja. I'm a volunteer with Oakwood Creative Care.
Thank you. Linda.
Linda Haskell, Mesa Chamber of Commerce.
Becky.
Becky Friend, Ocoya Mesa Senior Living, Independent, Assisted, and Memory Care.
Thank you. Our DJ this morning, Bob.
Bob Nelson, the Director of Communications for the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Chris.
Todd.
I'm Todd Carling with Fellowship Square Mesa off of Power in Maine.
Thank you. Jeff.
Jeff Bear, Copa Health. Hey, I was wondering, can I get the DJ to maybe play a couple Springsteen songs this morning for me, get me going?
Probably, yes. We have somebody from Mesa Fire.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Brown. I'm with the Mesa Fire and Medical Department with the Social Services Division.
Thanks, Kelsey. Dr. Forkner.
Hi, Dr. Carl Forkner. I'm a Dementia Friendly America Dementia Friends Tempe champion, and I'm the Northern District Commander for the state of Arizona for Disabled American Veterans and volunteer over at Mesa Veterans Resource Center. Come see us.
Carl's got a long list of things on his business cards. Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole Lind. I'm a librarian here at Mesa Public Library.
Thanks, Nicole. Dave. Dave?
Sorry, I'm in transit. I'll be on camera in about 5 minutes, but Dave Richens, President CEO of United Food Banks.
Thank you. Naomi?
I'm Naomi with All Pro Anytime Transportation. It's the first time I've participated in this meeting. I'm looking forward to learning a lot about what you all are doing.
Great. Thanks, Naomi. Tracy?
Hi, my name is Tracy Beagley, and I am the owner of Sunland Home Care and Medical.
Thank you. Jordan?
Hi there, can you guys, oh yeah, you can hear me, I think. I'm the Director of Business Development over at Aurora Behavioral Health. Previously, Laura Rice would come to these meetings, so I'm just getting familiar.
Great, thanks for being here. And I'm not sure who dialed in with 7572, but if you'd like to introduce yourself. Or not. Okay, Glenn, back to you.
All right, thanks everybody. And we don't have Michelle Codwell on this morning. She's busy, but she did pass along a little bit of an update here for our committee. So I'll just share that with the group. Certainly, Congress continues to work on a COVID relief bill, and certainly those have been tracking it in the news. You see what's going on in DC. So they're hoping to have it back. It looks to get it passed right around the 14th of March. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that. And the Valley of the Sun YMCA in Phoenix now provides free rides for seniors to their COVID-19 vaccination appointments in Maricopa County. You must be 65 years or older and have a vaccine appointment to qualify for the free ride. There is some information on contact here. Sally will get that posted in the chat room so people can see that and pass that on. So that is the only congressional update we have this morning. So with that, we're excited to have Chris Powell here and talk about Move One Mesa. Chris has been on a personal mission to eradicate weight-related suffering from humanity. He had the opportunity to help transform lives on ABC's hit show, Extreme Weight Loss, which aired for 5 seasons with tens of millions of viewers and was aired across the globe in 148 countries. That's pretty worldwide there. He's a 2-time New York Times best-selling author and regular contributor to many national and international publications and broadcasts. 12 years ago, after losing everything and living out of his car, Chris got a tattoo of Roman numerals, one with 1 million down the side. It was his promise that somehow his life would make a positive change to 1 million lives. So after his recent personal struggles and seeing the devastation from the isolation the world is living under, Chris was inspired to re-engage with his mission and fulfill that promise daily. This is the inspiration behind M1M. He also holds an exercise science degree from ASU with a concentration in biomechanics and psychology, and he also holds respected CSCS certification. So with that, Chris, sounds like a pretty impressive journey along the way. So we are glad you're here to spend time with us today and look forward to learning more. So you've got the Zoom.
Glenn, I wish I could just carry you around in my pocket all day and just make an announcement every room I walk into. That would be incredible.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here with me today. Thank you for allowing me to grace your meeting with my presence today. I'm really excited to share with you this service project that I was really inspired to start about a year ago. And it's so amazing that it's finally coming to fruition now with the momentum that it's gotten so much bigger than I ever dreamed, so much faster than I thought. I knew it could make a massive ripple effect, but I'm just beyond thrilled to be sharing it with you guys today. And so with that being said, I'm talking about Move 1 Million, and it's the launch of Move 1 Million is going to be done right here in my city. I was born right here in Mesa at Desert Sam, and so this is just I'm raising my family here, and so I am a Mason through and through, and it just really is an honor to be able to serve my city as we launch this citywide March 29th, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So as Glenn had mentioned, in just as far as this journey I've been through, it's been a trying year for all of us, and I've just gone through a lot of my own personal struggles, as well as I separated from my wife of 10 years, and I found myself climbing some of the buttes at night here in Mesa. It's been kind of my therapy, and every single time I would climb, I'd stand up top and I could look out over the entire city of Mesa, and I was on this journey of trying to find some peace and trying to find happiness. And at first I was thinking, well, I'm going to start this business and I'm going to find more financial success and everything. And after climbing these, and I would do this every night. And after climbing for probably about 2 weeks, I was sitting there up top and I was like, what am I even chasing? Because there's no happiness in financial success. I was listening to all these different podcasts of these billionaires who, while they're wildly financially successful, they found more joy and more happiness in giving it all away. And it dawned on me up there. I said, you know what? Along the way, I lost my purpose and my mission. It's time for me to re-engage with it. And I'm going to find true happiness in service. And so I began my own service project. And I said, okay, I need to serve all of these people. How can I possibly do it? How can I bring value to their lives? I went back down the hill and I turned on the TV and I started watching a documentary on Japan. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I'd love to actually share a presentation with you on it. But I turned on the television, and sure enough, they said in Japan at 6:30 every morning, they begin a process called Ragio Taiso. It means radio calisthenics. It was brought to Japan in 1928. And it was mandated by the emperor in all schools, construction workers, businesses, etc., because there were 2 problems that he was trying to solve. Number one, that nobody in Japan was living beyond 40 to 45 years old in 1928. Number two, they were actually a greatly divided nation because of different villages they had grown, and sure enough, they didn't get along with each other. So he was trying to bring his country together, and he was trying to ingrain a culture of fitness into them to help them live longer. And it was a little bit selfish at the time because you know what they really wanted to do? They wanted to sell them all health insurance. Metropolitan Life Insurance Company was actually coming over to Japan, and they needed these people to live longer so they could actually sell them health insurance. But what they ended up doing is they took radio from America, they brought it to Japan, and they created 3.5 minutes of movement, total body movement. It's 13 different memorized movements that were choreographed, and it was the same thing every day at 6:30. Everybody learned those movements. Fast forward 92 years. 27 million Japanese people do Ragio Taiso every single day today. From 1955 on, Japan is ranked one of the top 3 healthiest countries in the world. There is no coincidence. They were able to ingrain movement into the culture, and look what it's done for them. And it is amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen different documentaries on Japan, but you see everybody from school children to 60, 70, 80-year-old people in the parks, and they're all out there. They're going through their movements. This is something that they simply do every day, and it's the same movement. And that was the beauty of it. And as soon, I literally watched this documentary for 5 minutes, and I put down the remote. I went, oh my gosh, this is it. Now, Ragio Taiso, it's the music. It's the same piano music every single day, 3.5 minutes. And it's like this dainty 1928 piano music. We need something new. We need something fresh. We need something that's going to speak to all generations, but also something that's going to tell a story, because we're moved by music. And at the same time, and the more we move our bodies, the healthier we get, both physically and mentally. So I'm just going to, if you don't mind, I'd love to share my screen with you here. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Fantastic. All right. Here, I'm going to start this. Does anyone know how to start a PowerPoint presentation?
F5.
What's that?
F5 key.
F5. Okay, here we go. Whoops, that's not it. Is like Command F5 or something?
No, should just be the F5 key.
Welcome to VoiceOver.
What?
VoiceOver speaks descriptions of items on the screen.
That's not it. Let me see. Oh, you know.
You can also go to slideshow as well and start.
Okay. Where's oh, there we go.
Right there.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So as I was sitting there like looking at this, and we're in the thick of the pandemic right now. And so I'm looking at, you know, not just the physical aspect of it, which is where I got my start, is helping people go through through the journey of transformation and helping them become physically healthier. But, you know, looking at the statistics with, you know, 264 million people depressed, 284 million people suffering from anxiety, hundreds of millions more that are completely unreported, 650 million people suffering from obesity. And obviously with the pandemic, it's gotten that much worse. So what is it that we need now? Like now more than ever? Well, we've got, and I'm just going to give you some wild statistics here that I've learned over the years. There's over 1 million Americans here that are over 500 pounds. Over 1 million Americans over 500 pounds. Over 15.5 million Americans with a BMI of over 40. And then now we throw in all the different mental issues, et cetera. And with the aging population, I mean, this is something that everybody needs, because we're more sedentary than ever. We're more divided than ever. So I thought, this is beautiful. And I gave you a little bit of the history of Ragio Taiso and how it worked, and how 92 years later, it has completely changed the culture of the entire country. And they did that with radio. And still today, they use the radio. And there's some YouTube videos here and there, but just to honor the culture, they still do it via radio in Japan. So I just thought, okay. And this is the original version of Ragio Taiso. You just heard like the original piano music. Hold on, I'm going to try to go back here. And my apologies for my lack of knowledge on how to run this PowerPoint. But it's a very 1928 version of movement. You'll see it's top down. So this is just a quick little version of what Ragio Taiso is. very light movement that everybody can do, both standing and sitting. And I saw this and I thought 3.5 minutes of that changed a nation from 4 to 94. We could do that here, and we can do it better. And we can do it for this next generation. We can, like I was saying, we could tie in movement that means something, and we can create something truly extraordinary. So I created 13 memorized movements that take the human body through its entire range of motion, that they stretch and they strengthen, they activate every muscle group in the body. Again, whether you're 4 or 94, everything is scalable so that everybody can do this. Increases blood flow, oxygenation to the brain, to the organs, to the muscles, and it reduces stress, loneliness, anxiety. And the beauty is that now I've created technology through a free mobile app, through a website. We're going to be streaming this online on the public broadcast station, on everything. So this is a free service that everybody can do, and they accomplish it together. And when people move together, it's a term that's been, and this is something that's been used for centuries, called muscular bonding. It's when humans move together, it brings us closer together. And so there's something just beautiful that happens. It's the magic that happens in the movement. And again, it's for everyone. So this is a quick little demonstration of what Move 1 Million is. And really quick, you'll see Amy Van Dyken, who's a 6-time Olympic gold medalist swimmer. I don't know if you guys remember her, but she was like the darling of, I think it was the 2008, or yeah, I believe it was the 2008 Olympics. And she was actually 96, 2000, 2004. 6-time gold medalist swimmer. She broke her back 6 years ago in a motorcycle accident. So she's performing the seated version with me. Again, this is for everybody to move. So this is the new version of Move 1 Million. And as you watch it, I want you to, there's so much more meaning to this than most people think, because it's the choreographed movement, but the music tells a story. The music is called The Hero's Journey. And I wrote the music, and I composed it, and I play it. And so this is my recording here. And then I created the choreography that actually tells the story of a hero's journey. So it starts in despair, and it leads us all to a massive victory at the end. It takes only 2.5 minutes, and it's something that everybody can do every day. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear the music? So it's multi-generational. That's my father, that's myself, and my kids. One of the movements that was used in the original Raggio Taisio, because I just want to show and I want to pay respect to the origins of the inspiration behind this. Mesa Fire, I know you're on this conference right now. I know you can appreciate this. Steve Heyer set this whole thing up. And that's it. 2.5 minutes every day. We're going to be creating a brand new broadcast every single day with different special guests. And so this is our mission. Our mission is to move 1 million people every single day completely free. We're rolling out a free app, free download. And in the app, the broadcast happens at the top of every hour, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Every 24 hours, it'll be a brand new broadcast with me, special guests, new people that are on the screen all moving together. For any registered organization, again, it's 100% free. We'll send you an email of the broadcast in landscape version with a bunch of people from around the world moving, again with our special guest. And that way we can serve the world, from schools to hospitals to assisted living to corporations. We're gonna take the next generations of technology, and we're gonna use this to move everybody. Number one, it can be the very first step for millions of people to make positive change. Again, whether you're 14 or you're 94, you're never too old, you're never too young to move, to come together, so you can take that first step for positive lifelong change. But again, it's such a powerful method to bring us all together, which I think we need this now more than ever. So again, going back to the music, I actually wrote the music 11 years ago when I was so inspired by the people that I was taking through the journey of transformation. So the music is called The Hero's Journey. So we'll never have copyright issues with people coming after us for the song. And let's see. And that is Move 1 Million. And so this is something, again, I'm rolling it out. It's March 29th. It is a free service to everybody, everywhere. In fact, I got a meeting with Kathleen Dowler over at Dignity Health Hospitals. She's interested in adopting it into the hospitals because it's going to be 2.5 minutes that everybody can, everyone in the hospital, from the geriatric program to the cancer ward to the children's hospital, for those that can move, she wants them to actually get up and start doing this because it's something they can all do together. And it's a full body, it's a total body warm up to activate all the muscles of the body. Now, there is one extra part of this. So it's a 2.5 minute broadcast. And then we're going to do 1 minute of mindfulness, because mindfulness is so important nowadays, and especially in these crazy times. And in the mindfulness, we're just simply going to take 1 minute, and that's it. So the total broadcast will be about 4.5 minutes. Just because of the intro and the outro to the mindfulness and in the exercise part. But in the mindfulness, we're going to focus on a very simple breathing exercise where we pull any of our negative emotions, any anger or frustration or fear, and we let it all go. And at the very end, we're going to finish with some positive intentions and affirmations, where I get to tell everybody that they're powerful. They can do anything that they set their mind and their body to. And on behalf of myself and the 1 million people that you just moved with today, you're loved and we believe in you. Now go create an amazing day for yourself. And I think every human needs to hear that. And so this is something I'm committing the rest of my life to. I'm going to be showing up every single day, 7 days a week, as long as my heart is beating in my chest. And this is my service project. And again, we are 100% free to the world. So this is the gift that I want to give. And I hope it continues on far beyond myself. And if I do this right, this thing's going to be around for generations to come.
Awesome, Chris. Thank you so much. Anyone have any comments or questions? I know Mr. Richards has already been starting his movements.
I feel so good right now. You have no idea. That was nice.
Well, I got to tell you, so I just shot a commercial with the mayor, Dr. Andy Forlis. We had Julie Spilsbury. We had the whole crew up on top of Brown Mountain going through these motions. And, because they've been a part of this and they've understood this thing for a while. And it's one thing to see it, but when you actually do it, it is wildly fun, because as you go through these motions and then you feel that power as you guys are moving together. And at the very end, you hit that pose and everybody you can't help but smile. And at the very end, the mayor is like, you need to come out to the committee of mayors. It's in Austin, Texas, and you need to present this to these other mayors so they can roll it into their cities, because this is just cool. It's fun. It brought us all together. We literally spent 2 hours on top of Brown Mountain just laughing and having a blast. We ran through this probably 10 times. And so if any of you guys run into them, ask them about the experience. And it's just wildly fun. And I want to bring this to everybody, especially our older community and our healthcare community, because Lord knows they need that more than ever right now. And so if there's anything I can do to help serve your communities, I am at your service. This is my life now. And it makes me feel really good, because, to be able to change that many lives in a day, to play a part in that, it brings meaning to my life.
Chris, it looks like Becky has a comment.
Well, I just said that I love this for our community. We're Akoya Mesa. It's 62-year-old plus. It's independent, assisted, and memory care. We have been really working hard during this pandemic to keep everybody engaged and moving. Something like this to offer them that they could do in their own apartment or as a group. I'm very excited. We'll be reaching out. I love it.
I'm at your service, 100% free. That's the best part about it.
That's a good part, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
love the movement, daily movement with the music, way to start the day.
And the positive correlation between dementia, music, movement, and it's the same movement every day. I had a lot of people ask me, they're like, well, don't you want to switch it up? Absolutely not. I can't reach the masses if you continue to switch it up. If you want to create something that's going to carry on for generations, it has to be memorizable. It has to be ingrained in them, and it has to be the same movement to the same music over and over. And that way the music, when you hear it, and you've done this so many times, it becomes second nature. You'll have that forever then. So I am honored to serve you. Let me know and I can easily sign you up, and you'll simply get a daily broadcast via email or via link every single day. You click on it, the broadcast is yours. It is all yours to do whatever you want with it. So you can simply air it in any facility that you have, and then we'll just send you a new broadcast every single day. So play with it however you want.
Awesome. I'm excited. You'll hear from us.
Amazing. Thank you.
Hey, Chris, same here. We actually have a TV channel dedicated just to exercises. And I would love to even be able to broadcast this every day at 8 o'clock. They know that your broadcast is going to come on 8 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And so would love to have this.
Perfect. We have a portal when it'll be in the app and also on the website, where when you register, you'll type in there when you want the broadcast emailed to you. So if it's an 8 o'clock broadcast internally, just say that you want the broadcast emailed to you at 7 o'clock. And that way it'll be right at the top of your email folder, so you can find it easily and play it right then and there.
Awesome. Is there a way that we could download it or anything and have it that I can have every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can have the same broadcast for each day of the week? Or?
Oh, absolutely. Because the broadcasts are relatively fresh, we'll probably try to get them out maybe 24 hours in advance. We might be able to, if things start getting really backed up, especially with our special guests, we might have to start shooting them in advance. And then I could actually maybe even send you the package of the broadcast for the week.
That'd be awesome.
We're not there quite yet as far as the package of broadcasts, but we can do one at a time, 24 hours in advance, just so that you'll be ready for them beforehand.
Okay.
But we are going to have some really cool special guests on board as well through my agency. It's wonderful because they rep some really big names. And of course, we're a nonprofit. And so this being a nonprofit, and obviously the impact that we're making in the world, it's fun, and it's actually easy to get some really very well-known names involved in this thing. So I'm excited to share them with your communities.
Oh, that'd be great. Let me get your information.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Yes, Al, if we can get some information up in the chat box there, or out to the group, and even to the chamber wide, I think that would be great. And I appreciate, Chris, this very much. I remember I was at a risk and safety conference a handful of years ago, and we had a occupational therapist just talking about basic movement, very similar to this, and the importance of starting your day and limbering your body, right? And just a little bit that you can do was amazing to see the statistics on, reducing workforce injuries. So there's a tremendous benefit, to what you're doing. And I really applaud, this effort, because it's so important. I think, people forget a matter of a couple minutes a day can really change your life, and in a lot of different ways, mentally, physically. So this is a great movement, and, appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you. I really appreciate the acknowledgement there. And you're right. In fact, they actually found in Japan, when the construction workers started doing this, it cut workplace injuries. I don't know the exact statistics, but it was staggering. It was something like 30% or something reduction, that's monumental. And because of the simple movement that people are going through to warm up their bodies for a couple minutes. And like I was saying, and you're right, to start the day off with a win like this, with just 2.5 minutes or so of exercise, physically it's beneficial. Mentally, it is wildly effective because it's about accomplishing a task first thing in the morning. And when you do that, you think, well, I did that. What else can I do? And it starts this domino effect of productivity and accomplishment throughout the rest of the day. So, my hopes are that this is going to bring out the hero in all of us, and it certainly can't hurt. It's only going to help. And what we're doing, we're simply spreading movement and love.
Chris, can you put your contact information in the chat room so people know how to get, get signed up, get the link from you?
Absolutely. Well, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to send you this is my just personal email. Go ahead and you guys can email me here. Please don't give it out to a lot of people. This will just be for us right here. We are still working on the technology side of things because it's actually it's funny because I'm like, well, yeah, we got an app coming out. People are like, oh, that's really cute, an app. No, this is a robust app. And it's legit. I'll even show you. So this is the home screen of it. And you can see there's a countdown timer. So at the top of every hour, the broadcast goes live. And with me, the special guests, and a bunch of other people on screen, 24 hours a day. So we've got everything where here's the amount of people that moved yesterday, because we're always on a mission to move 1 million people a day. So that's the amount of people that moved yesterday. Today, you can invite your friends, and it's going to give you a ranking. And it's really cool. You can rank up from silver to gold to platinum to diamond, the more that you participate. So there's a gamification aspect to it for those who actually want to play around with it on a cell phone. But then we also have the regular broadcast as well. So there's a lot that goes with this. The tech capability will be available, and the broadcast availability will be March 29th. So we're getting there. We're not here quite yet. So I'll give you the information, but then once we launch it, it'll be so easy because all you actually have to do, if you want to sign up your own organization, you simply register right here. You register your organization, you put in all of your information. My screen's right there. You simply enter all of your information right here. Here's where you say, I want the email broadcast at this time, submit it, and then if you are the admin of your organization, it'll open up another screen where you can add emails to anybody else, any other individuals in your organization that you would like to receive that email. If you have different departments, and then everybody gets it at the same time, and then you guys just go from there, and it's yours. Everything is yours. So once we get that going, I'll connect with all of you, and so we can just get this thing all running in all of your locations like that. I can serve you all within 5 minutes.
And there you go.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
I can't get a camera to work, but I can move 1 million people through technology, right?
Well, any other questions or comments from the committee members here before we close on? And I can't thank you enough, Chris, for coming on. I mean, this has been really inspirational. This has been beneficial. We try and bring great presentations to this committee, and we had one on sleep last month, and you couple sleep, you couple movement, and we are healthier and better today. So this is fantastic. Anyone else? All right. Thanks, Chris.
Jeff, you're muted.
It's an honor. Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to serving all of you. So here we go. March 29th. It's right around the corner. It's going to be a blast.
Thank you, Chris.
See you guys. Have a
wonderful day. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Be safe. All right. Thanks very much, Sally, for putting that and getting him lined up. That was great to have him on this morning, and certainly very motivational. So hopefully members of the chamber will take advantage of that. I think the key thing, right, is it's very easy. And I remember sitting in a conference, and very similar to this is, it's very easy to hit the snooze button. It's hard to get out of bed, but if you can time yourself to get out of bed 5 minutes sooner, you have movement and you're going to feel better for the day. So when you put it into smaller perspectives, I think there's a lot of health benefit to it. So good stuff. All right.
Stay connected to Mesa Chamber social media, email newsletters, Monday morning message, and mesachamber.org to always know what's happening at your Mesa Chamber.